Welcome to Digital Shop Talk. It's going to be an exciting week this week. We have Nick Neels as our guest co-host. Nick Neels, middle name is Local, and that's what we're going to focus on today. And today is a great day because I'm in Mexico actually currently, filming this remotely, but I'm currently in Mexico. And I know you're all waiting to start off your weekend. You probably all wait for Shop Talk to come off and come out, and then you know the weekend is here. So the weekend is upon us. We're going to talk about local. I want to throw out a new term I just learned, and it's called SOBO. There's an article in Search Engine Land where the guest columnist, and the name escapes me right now, was talking about how to track offline actions from your online marketing, and maybe he didn't coin the term, or she. SOBO, search online, buy offline. And that's really kind of the one biggest connection points that we're still trying to figure out. Highlights 3 Google tools that start to get you there. Still a little bit of a stretch. But we're going to show that to you right now. Kind of there are 3 main call outs for that. So Nick, offline to online activities. Top thoughts right now. What's the number one way from your perspective to be able to tie those 2 things together?
In terms of the local listing space specifically, it's absolutely the Google My Business Insights. So what that allows you to see is the number of impressions that your local listings receive, but it also gives you information on the actions that users take, including calls, driving directions, and phone calls. So that's something that's new, only typically available at the location level.
Seems like a tool that we should probably talk about in the toolkit.
Let's do it.
Now it's time for the toolkit, sponsored by Makita. Well, we're still waiting on that check. Quick question, Mr. Local. What level Google Local Guide are you? I mean, do you even know what that is?
Yeah, I'm non-existent level.
I'm level 3. I don't know what that gets me. I've tweeted at them a few times with limited response, but very interesting. So, all right, tools. Continue.
Tools. Google My Business Insights allows you to see activity that your Google local listings receive. Outside of that, there's a lot of other toolkits that are available, and really, I just am posting an article here about bringing those toolkits together. So bringing local listings, local SEO, as well as local pay-per-click together and having them live under one house. Because when you bring these tools together in one central place, your shop, you're much more powerful. You can build bigger and better things. So it talks about crossover between pay-per-click keyword data, as well as applying SEO optimizations around those, maybe the highest converting ones.
Interesting. So I mean, if you think about it, a search result page, and I know there's digital beyond search, but for purposes of this, you search, let's say, bar near me. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's probably a search term that's popping right now, depending on where you are. You've got your paid opportunity, you've got your map listing opportunity, and you've got your organic opportunity. So basically, what you're talking about here in this great article is integrating, so the first step, getting the data from all those things, and then tying them together.
Absolutely, because there's so many more insights that you can glean out of that. If you're siloed, you don't necessarily know how these things interact together, and you don't know your overall SERP share.
Sure.
So by pulling these together, you can actually utilize that data to stretch your budget longer, as well as convert higher, and your cost per conversion rate goes up.
And I know one of your big focuses in local is, let's say you have 1,000 locations. You don't treat all of them the same way. Some are underperforming, some are performing well, some are overperforming. First, you got to get the data to understand what's working, what's not, and then you can start crafting those different strategies to really make sure that you're moving the needle in the right spot.
That's right. When you have those priority markets, so maybe that's 10% of all of the units that you have, you're able then to not just pull the levers for the one service that you're managing. If you're managing multiple services and working with a brand of multiple services, you now have many more levers that you can pull, because one of the locations may be performing well for, let's say, pay-per-click. So there's really not a lot of work you want to do there because you know that their SEO is struggling. So now you can move on to those levers and work on that SEO for those priorities.
So it's almost like you're saying, like, use data to inform your strategies and inform your tactics.
Let's call big data. I think we're going to call big data on this episode.
Local.
Hashtag big data.
Tools. All right, finally today is the Upvote where we like to call out something cool, new that's making lives easier for us in the local. And I've got 2 upvotes actually. One is our new tool called LOCALACT. Click right here, check it out, come back. It's awesome. You're going to be blown away. We're going to talk about it here in a second. But my second upvote is actually to my guest on my left, your right, Mr. Nick Neels. This guy has eaten, breathed, slept local since we started doing this a long time ago. One of the smartest guys I know in this space. Follow him. He's an influencer in the space. Don't follow him too closely. He has some wild views about chicken raising. I'm just kidding. Tell us a little bit more about LOCALACT. What is it? Why are you so excited about it?
Yeah, I'm excited because what we've done is we've taken all of our offline tactics and strategies and actually moved everything into the cloud-based systems. Now, brands are able to access their online reporting via accuracy, ranking of their listings, as well as Google Insights data in aggregate across all locations. We can do that data by month as well as by day, which reveals some interesting insights. For instance, we've got a education client who utilizes that data to see driving directions and how they're spiking and changing over time so that they can fully staff for the new tours, the new school tours that parents are going to. Or we've got a restaurant client who uses that call data to be able to determine how to staff up their call center. So really excited about that. We also have integrated Google Analytics to show conversion data of local listings overall, and that also integrates with our local pay-per-click and local SEO products.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's really just the tip of the iceberg too. So we have, for those of you that are familiar with us, we have a local search, a local paid portal. We're integrating those two together. We're integrating some paid social activity, some local SEO activity. So really this is going to be a suite of tools that are going to fit together to really tell that complete local story, allow you to focus on the areas of need, optimize other areas that can perform better. So we are very much local. Our name, Location3, actually means location, location, location. Andrew Beckman, our founder, came up with this before we realized who we were, and now it really makes a whole lot of sense. So everybody, happy Friday. Big thanks to my guest, Nick Neels. Shout out to the Squash for doing the work behind the scene today. And you guys have a great weekend.